I'm with Jonas Blue. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
I can't believe it's 2 years since I last saw you.
I know. It's been a whirlwind.
So how do you feel 2 years on? Because, you know, you were just starting out. I mean, I know you've been working in music for a long time, but, you know, commercially and with the big hit, Fast Car.
Yeah, it's...
And the other big hits, obviously.
Yeah. I think the last time I saw you is when I had Perfect Strangers out.
Yeah.
It had just come out. And obviously, I've had quite a few tracks out since then, and it's been really crazy just adjusting to the lifestyle of inverted commas fame. You know, I was a guy who just sat in the studio making music, and now I'm flying all around the world with my laptop, as you see it in front of you.
It's the proper showbiz lifestyle, isn't it? I love it.
Yeah, it's just on the go, and it all moves very quickly.
How are you finding that to adjust to that? Because obviously, like you say, when you're a producer and to a certain extent DJing as well, if you're playing smaller clubs and more intimate clubs to begin with, how do you find that kind of fame thing and being bombarded into that experience?
Honestly, it's what I wanted all my life.
Okay.
So I don't really find it scary. It's something that I wanted all my life, and I think I was very lucky that it happened at this point in my life. I think had it have happened earlier, I maybe wouldn't have known how to have dealt with it all, because my life moves so quickly these days. I'm glad it happened now, and I think I was ready for it, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's definitely a lifestyle change and a little bit tiring at times.
Yeah, and there's a lot of luxury with it, though.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, a lot of hard work.
I'm not putting that down at all, but yeah, there's a lot of fun. You know, I'm building my dream studio at the moment at home, touring the world, meeting fans, playing my music out there. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that.
It's fantastic, and it does pay for it, because, you know, there's a lot of work that goes into that, and a lot of people seem to forget that too.
Yeah, I think it's just the tiredness and the pressure, especially for me, because it's not like I'm just kind of some club DJ where you can just go out and spin your tunes on the weekend. It's not only do I have to do that, I then have to constantly, you know, since I came with Fast Car and that was a massive global hit, I've then obviously had more since that, and then that's the kind of constant level that people expect from me, and it's a lot of pressure. And
people do think that if you're a DJ and a producer, you kind of just live that life of just DJing and drinking champagne and going to all the parties, but there's a lot more to it than that
honestly,
people don't realise.
When I finish a show, I literally go back to my hotel room, do emails and watch an episode of Only Fools and Horses. That's me.
Keeping it real.
Should be up all night with heartburn.
Now listen to the new single, which is Rise, this morning, and it's fantastic. There's some serious flute action going on there.
There is, yeah. Yeah. It's a different one, Rise. I wanted to try something out slightly different sonically. I think people would have just expected the kind of dum 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 dum, you know, the kind of classic marimba-y sound, but I tried something different, and weirdly the flute was actually my first instrument when I was 7-8 years old.
That makes sense.
So it's weird, but it wasn't a conscious decision to kind of put flute in the record because of that. It just so happens, and obviously I know how to play the flute, so I know how to play it and record it all how I wanted in the track, and it's weird that it just worked out being the flute.
Well, it feels spirited using the flute as well, which makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, someone said to me, it's kind of like making the flute cool again.
Yeah. So, was it ever really uncool, though? It probably was.
It definitely was.
Yeah. We've seen you working with a lot of women before, especially singing. These vocalists that you've had, you've remixed Ellie Goulding. It's such a powerful time for women, rightly so, with what's going on, you know, politically. Now you've got Jack and Jack on this new single, two guys from LA, rap pop artists.
Yeah.
Was that a deliberate thing to get male vocalists on this time around because you fancied a change, or?
I'm not fixated on whether they're male or female. It just works out whatever works best for the record. And it just so happens that Rise was actually created by me being in LA early April, listening to a famous breakfast radio show out there, and hearing Jack and Jack on there doing an interview. Now, I didn't know who Jack and Jack were before that, but being very much inspired by what they were saying, I ended up going home, writing Rise, sending it to them and saying, look, I was inspired by your interview, and this is very much inspired by what I'm doing as well at the moment with my music. Would love you guys to sing this. And within a few days they recorded it. A week later we shot the video for it, and that's kind of how it happened. It wasn't me going like, oh, you know, I need two young guys on this because that's what's going to work.
With a massive following, which they have got.
They have
obviously.
got, and it just worked out like that. It wasn't,
And you remix Sigrid's Strangers, which just blew off. I mean, that blew up completely, didn't it, over the last, few months? I mean, it was a slow burner in some respects. Were you approached to remix that, or did you like the original?
Yeah, no, I was approached. I loved the original as it was. And then, they approached me and said that they wanted the kind of Jonas Blue touch on it and for it to be playable in clubs. I didn't want to take it away. You know, it would have been easy for me to have just taken the a cappella and just done whatever to it. But there were so many cool sounds in that original that I actually didn't want to take it too far away from that. So, yeah. That
importance of music, when did you realise that it needed to be your career? Were you quite young?
I was 11 years old. Bearing in mind I became a musician when I was 7, 8 years old. But it was around the age of 11 when I was introduced to a pair of decks and seeing that setup, and I was just... it was a light bulb moment for me. I was like, what is this? Around the age of 11, I was watching a programme on TV called Club 18 to 30 Reps.
Love it.
Yeah, and that was my life. Literally that on Channel 4. Was it Channel 4, I think?
Is it still your life though, Jonas?
What, Club 18 to 30 Reps? I haven't seen it. It would probably be good to watch it. But I remember it was, obviously there was a lot of bad stuff in that programme. Yeah. But what I used to watch was the DJs on that and seeing people like Eric Murillo or David Morales or Cole Cox or early David Guetta, and that was like, what is that? I need to be that. And then it just so happens that I'm playing gigs with David Guetta now, and it's crazy.
Looking back to how you felt before you had that dream come to fruition, does it feel like it was something that you expected? You always imagined it would be.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm living now is the dream, definitely, for me. But I wasn't going to stop working until I got to this position, or felt like I'd done everything I could do to get to this position. I still work so hard. I'm chatting to you now and I'm still doing work on my laptop. It's like in my mind I always said to myself that I wouldn't change from being that 14, 15, 16-year-old kid that I was, sitting in front of my computer late at night, staying up later than anyone else, learning new things, trying to be innovative. I'm still that guy mentally, and I just won't stop.
Quickly got to mention your Summer Ibiza Residency, which kicks off in just a few weeks' time.
I know.
Are you all prepared for that?
I am prepared, yeah. We've been doing a lot of preparation for it. Again, something that was always a dream of mine, watching Club 18 to 30 Reps and hoping that one day I could DJ out there, or maybe do a warm-up for Cole Cox or something like that, to now having my own residency in High, which was space. It's the most incredible thing, and I'm working very hard at the minute, and we have an amazing lineup, and it's an amazing club. We're there every Sunday. It's my own night called Electronic Nature, and I think it's going to be a real kind of milestone in my career doing this residency. So, looking forward to it.
It's well deserved. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
And good to see you. Good luck with the new single too.
Thank you very much.
See you next time.
Take care.